Mouse Planet. It's Adrienne Vincent Phoenix, and I am here at the Avengers campus at Disney California Adventure, and we are here with Chef John State, who we absolutely adore. Chef, we've talked to him a bunch of times, and he is going to tell us about the foods here at the Pym Test Kitchen.
Well, welcome to Avengers Campus.
Thank you.
Great to have you here. Yes, we're here at Pym Test Kitchen, where we're shrinking problems and growing solutions, right? The kitchen is actually filled with scientists that have worked really hard on this development of this menu. You know, it all started with the pretzel. As you enter the restaurant, you'll see the quantum tunnel above your head. You'll notice that the pretzel is growing and shrinking. And actually, our guests are really research candidates coming inside to research what we produce for them. Fortunately, we've worked closely with Hank Pym on the Pym particles and Hope, and they're allowing us to experiment with all things shrinking and growing, and of course with food. So we start with the quantum pretzel, a Bavarian style, served with our sharp cheddar and beer cheese sauce, and also, if you'd like, there's yellow mustard on the side.
Okay.
That's how it begins, and that's great to share. Or another great shareable is our atomic pretzel, which is the buffalo style with blue cheese, ranch, spicy hot sauce, pickled vegetables, and celery, of course, for the classics.
So I just got a chance to sample this earlier, and I was actually really pleasantly surprised how the buffalo and the blue cheese and the sauce all works together with the yeasty pretzel. So I'm curious what else you might be doing with that pretzel in the future.
We, you know, as scientists, you know, we're always experimenting. So just imagine we might be introducing something else down the road. Can't divulge what those experiments are, but be prepared in the future.
Top secret.
Always moving, right? You know, and I think what you're going to notice in our menu here is it's fun. It's imaginative, and it's a little playful, but as scientists, we take our fun very serious, okay? You know, this not so little chicken sandwich, just the name alone, as you can see how the bun has shrunk and the chicken has grown. I love this sandwich because it's topped with two different sauces, a savory teriyaki sauce, a savory spicy chili sauce, the mustard slaw. It's the perfect balance. One of the things that we're known for here, you'll see, is the impossible spoonful. Take a look here, growing and shrinking at all levels. Now you probably really haven't noticed there's a micro basil on there, there's a micro meatball, there's an enlarged meatball, there's two different sized pastas. And you know what's great about this dish? 100% plant-based, 100% full of flavor. And that's like one of our hidden gems here. The sandwich over here is the pimini, right? It's got layers of cured meat, sun-dried tomato jardiniere sauce, provolone cheese, tucked in the focaccia bread, griddled to a crispy. You'll notice that it's served with the arugula salad, a marinara dipping sauce, something I could probably crave every single day.
I actually just had that as well, had a bite of that, and that was delicious. So
good. Our scientists are doing well here.
Yes,
I can see that. Yeah. And of course, we can head right into the dessert program here at Pym Test Kitchen if you're interested. We have the Choco Smash. I don't know how you feel about dark chocolate, layers of nougat and peanut caramel, chocolate or peanut butter and white chocolate mousse over the top.
I don't know how you can feel anything but yum, yum, yum.
And again, I think it's built to share.
Yes.
And if you're up for it, that's what I would recommend, but certainly I could see not sharing too. But let's not leave out our young scientists who have the option to have 4 different entrees. We have the Teeny Pimini, we have the PB&J Flavor Lab, where the young scientist actually gets to have their own experiment, where inside this Petri dish is jelly and a sort of a scientific peanut butter inside it. We've done some research on this one. Yeah, can't tell you what that is, but it's our own sort of lab work. And they actually have a little paddle. They can spread it on top of their Pym particle bread. So everybody gets to be part of the show. And if you're looking for some hydration, you can head over to the Pym Tasting Lab. The Pym Tasting Lab has beer cocktails and cocktails. My go-to would recommend is the Experiment, or I'm sorry, the Regulator, which is the tequila lime habanero, and it's topped with it's got a touch of mango in there, mango flavor bubbles, and a mango cart beer poured over the top.
Oh wow!
It's quite. I'm telling you, it's quite refreshing. And then if you're looking for something a little fun, is the mini steins, where we start out with the seltzer on one end and we head to the stout on the other end, tucked inside this ruler. It's a novelty that you can take home with you.
This thing is definitely coming home with me, I can tell you. True story, when I was in high school, we ate lunch in the science lab. And we probably weren't supposed to, but we may or may not have used the beakers to, sort of reheat lunch like you do, right? And I'm
Yeah.
telling you, all of this brings me back. All of this is coming with me. So just, if you're missing it, it's because it's mine.
Well, okay, that's a compliment
Good
to
to
us.
know. Yes, absolutely.
If you hadn't had a chance to make it over to the Shawarma Palace here on the Avengers campus, we've invited the proprietor to open a location down here. Fortunately, we have a savory wrap for heroes on the go. Two versions. Of course, Tony Stark recommended the chicken shawarma. This is, for those who are not familiar, is the savory wrap. Inside is marinated chicken, slow roasted, tucked inside this wrap with garlic sauce. That's sure to get your attention. And on the side, you have a coconut yogurt, tahini lemon sauce that you can either dip or pour over to the sandwich with pickled vegetables. It's quite refreshing, quite good. And another offering is our Impossible Victory Falafel. It's inside the same savory wrap. It has hummus in there with a savory cauliflower. And again, I think you're going to find that guests will probably not sure which would be their favorites or their go-to. I do recommend that you try both, though.
Okay.
All right, and then if you're, we have one more stop here at the Avengers campus.
Okay.
That's Terran Treats.
Yes.
I don't know if you're familiar with the collector. He is not always sure what to, how to entice the Terrans, but he's created two different offerings, two different treats, something that will hopefully bring them over to his to the fortress and bring them into his collection.
Okay.
So you have the Cosmic Cream Orb. Now, I don't know if that reminds you of something. Maybe you've seen something that looks like an infinity stone. Inside there is this beautiful raspberry cheesecake, whipped so it's like a mousse. Delicious. Again, the collector didn't really get it right. He wasn't sure what the Terrans were like.
Okay.
But then over here you have this sweet sweet spiral ration. And this is not what you think it is. Like it looks, well, what's green? What is that? Well, again, the collector wasn't really sure what the Terrans wanted, but he knows that he wants something like a churro. And this one is like a pineapple churro.
Okay, so he was doing his own experimentation on flavors as well.
Yes, because he's always trying something new. How can I get them to come over to the fortress? So this is Avengers Campus.
I am really impressed. And I love, we talked earlier about the shawarma. It had to happen.
Isn't that funny? Because when you think about the Avengers campus, when you think about the only time food was really mentioned, besides the Pingo Doce, is the Shawarma Palace, right, Tony? It's like, let's go to the shawarma joint. I know this guy's got good food. Well, of course, we had to have it here. And the storytelling on the cart is fun. The costumes look great. They complement it well. And again, you have two offerings there, so I think that's going to fit everybody's wants and needs.
Yeah. Well, Chef, I think you guys did a phenomenal job. I know you're talking about shrinking and growing and shrinking and growing, and all I know is that you're growing my appetite because there's at least 3 or 4 dishes that I can see coming, in addition to the one I've already had, that I can see making a point of coming back for a couple of meals. So this is, again, Pym's Test Kitchen. This is in the Avengers campus, newly opening here at Disney California Adventure. And I really look forward to trying all of this stuff. Thanks so much for your time.
We look forward to welcoming you back. Enjoy more food.
And thanks, MousePlanet. We will see you here.